Hi there, this video is an exam paper walkthrough of the Edexcel GCSE Mathematics Foundation Tier Paper 2 from summer 2023. This paper is worth 80 marks in total and this is the first video of 4. It will focus on questions 1 to 10 which account for 20 of these marks. Edexcel Paper 2s are calculator papers, so a calculator should be used. A little disclaimer, there may be more than one way to answer a question. The methods shown in this video are not the only way some mathematical skills can be applied. Okay, let's get started. Question 1. Write 6,184 correct to the nearest hundred. So units, tens, hundreds, thousands. So this is our hundreds column. So we're going to look at the number to the right in the tens column. The number to the right is 5 or above, then we're going to round that number up. So it's going to become 6,200. If it was less than 5, it would remain as 6 and a 1, and then it'd be 6,100. So 6,200 on the answer line. Question 2. Write 0.7 as a fraction. So we're going to write it as 7 over 10 because there is one decimal place. So 7 over 10 on our answer line. Question 3. Change 9 metres into centimetres. So 1 metre, if we do a little proportion table, 1 metre is 100 centimetres. So if we're going to 9 metres, we need to multiply by 9. 100 multiplied by 9 is 900 centimetres. We're going to pop that on our answer line. It's always worthwhile using your calculator because it's a calculator paper. Question 4. Simplify 3 multiplied by 40. Well, 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. It's just the 1t on the right hand side, so we're going to write our answer as 12t. Question 5. Here is a list of numbers 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. One of these numbers is a multiple of 25. Which number? So if it's a multiple of 25, it will divide by 25 and give us a whole number answer. So I know that the only one here is 100, so I'm going to pop that on the answer line. You could, however, check them all. 20 is too small, but you could do 80 divided by 25. Don't get a whole number. 60 divided by 25, I don't get a whole number, but obviously when we do 100 divided by 25, we do, so we know that that's the correct answer. Question 6. Shari has a fair ordinary dice. She rolls the dice once. Part A. On the probability scale, mark with a cross the probability that Shari gets the number 7. The options to roll on a normal dice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 7 isn't an option, so I'm going to mark a cross at 0 because 0 is impossible. Part B. On the probability scale, mark with a cross the probability that Shari gets an even number. So let's look back up here then. Our even numbers 2, 4 and 6. So there are 3 even numbers out of 6 possible numbers. This simplifies to a half, so I'm going to mark my cross at the halfway point. Question 7. Here is a triangle. The triangle is accurately drawn. Measure the length of AC. So this is the length AC. I'm going to start my ruler here and then go along, and I get AC measures at 9 centimetres. Measure the size of the angle B. So the angle here at B. So I'm just going to turn this round to make my life easier, and I'm going to put the centre of the protractor there where the two lines meet. I'm putting my 0 line flush with the line BC, and then I'm going to read around. Now you'll see that my line doesn't quite reach, so I'm going to extend that to make my reading a little bit more accurate. So centre back where the two lines intersect to form the ankle. flush with BC. Read around the outside because it's this zero that I've bought flush. So we're going to go all the way around to here. 101, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do have a tolerance of 2 degrees either side on this. And then it says here is a different triangle. QP is equal to QR. So these two sides are equal. Write down the mathematical name of this triangle. 2 sides equal, so it's an isosceles triangle. Question 8. The diagram shows 3 motorway service stations P, Q and R on a map. P, Q, R. The map has a scale of 1 centimetre equals 4 kilometres. Work out the real distance from P to R. So I'm going to find out the total distance. So the total distance from P to R is 8 plus 16. It's a calculator paper, so you can do this on your calculator to save you some brain power. So we've got 24 centimetres in total. So if I use the proportion table, if 1 centimetre, if we deal with centimetres, so 1 centimetre is 4 kilometres, and I've got 24 centimetres, then I need to multiply by 24. So if I multiply this side by 24, 4 times 24 is 96. So the real distance from P to R in kilometres is 96. Question 9. Here are the first 5 terms of a sequence: 3, 8, 13, 18 and 23. Write down the next term of this sequence. So let's see what we're doing to get from one term to the next. From 3 to 8 we're adding 5. From 8 to 13 we're adding 5. 13 to 18 we add 5, and then 18 to 23 we add 5. So because we're adding 5, we're going to do it again. So if we add 5 again, 23 plus 5 tells us that the next term is 28. Write down the ratio of the second term to the fourth term. Give your ratio in its simplest form. So we want the second to the fourth. The second term is 8. The fourth term, 1, 2, 3, 4, is 18. And now we need to simplify. 8 and 18 are both in the 2 times tables. So if we divide by 2, we get 4 to 9. 4 and 9 don't have a common factor other than 1, so I'm going to write 4 to 9 on the answer line. Question 10. This graph can be used to find the cost of parking in a car park for up to 12 hours. So we have a conversion graph here. Part A, use the graph to find the cost of parking a car for 4 hours. So hours is along the bottom. So we're going to go to 4, draw up to the line, and then we're going to draw across. So it costs £6 to park for 4 hours. Justin drives into the car park at 0800 in the morning. When he drives out of the car park, he has to pay £9. What time does Justin drive out of the car park? So if he paid £9, let's see how long he was parked for. So we're going to find £9. We're going to read along the other way to the line and then down. Okay, so he parked for 6 hours. So we're going to do 0800 plus 6 hours. However you do this is up to you. So you can go 0800, so 0900, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is what we want. So it's going to be 1400. This is in the morning. So this will be 1400 or 2 p.m. Doesn't matter which way around you write that.